I get asked this question all of the time. How are you being successful? How are you winning in your relationships? How are you doing this? How are you doing that? And we look at social media as our model to try to replicate those things in our lives. But the truth of the matter is, I got here because of this. You see out here? It's so much life out here. There's so many misunderstandings out here. There's such a lack of transparency out here in the world. Because everybody seems to be out for themselves at times. Some at times, some all the time. And you're never really looking out for the next person. Everything is about your own self-gain. But see, here's the thing. I didn't get here just because, just by luck or I'm just this great guy, this great man, or I have all of this great knowledge and great wisdom, which all of those things take a part of it. But it's not the reason why I'm really who I am today. The reason why I'm who I am today is because of all of the mistakes that I've made in my life. It's because of every wrong decision that I've made in my life. It's because of all the hurt that I've dealt out there, whether it was relationally, whether it was business-wise, whether it was just bad decision making with the family, with my kids, with whatever it might be. It's because of the things that I've done wrong. That's why I've made it here. It's because of the things that I've done incorrect. It's because of the things that I've lacked consistency in. It's because of the things that I wasn't persistent in. And because of it, my appreciation for it now, I'm so much more focused. It's going to take you being able to hone in everything you've ever done in your life. See, no matter whether you've made a good choice or a bad choice, there's consequences to it all. And even in everything that you've done wrong, any negative thing that you've brought on yourself into your life, all things work together for your good when you keep God in the center. So the reason why I'm here is because of everything that I've done wrong. The reason why I'm making it right now is because of everything that I didn't do correctly. It's not that I've done everything great and I'm this perfect guy and now I have this successful family and this successful marriage and this successful business and all of this success. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in that hype. It's because of everything that I've done wrong. It's made me a better man. I've taken the time to look at all of the many things that I've done, all the many things that I've involved myself in, all the mistakes that I've ever made. And I've said to myself, Jonathan, you can do better. You can be better. You're better than this. You can do more than this. You can be more focused. Let's not have the same year that we had last year and expect different results this year. So forget about a New Year's resolution. Forget about making promises that you cannot keep. Just do it. Just make the step to do it. I'm the man that I am today because of the things that I've done wrong. And I've weighed out the balance. So now that I've looked at every single thing that I've done wrong and that I've done right, I've taken into an account of everything that I've done in my life. And now I've made a decision. That's the key thing. Don't let being indecisive become a enemy against you. You not making a decision becomes an enemy for you. You have to decide. You have to commit to something. You have to be focused. We can't just go through life just haphazardly. Oh, hopefully this happens. Doing a lot of work, so busy and not doing anything. So busy doing nothing. You're doing a lot of things, but you're not succeeding anywhere. Why? Because you have to show a sense of faithfulness and commitment. Not because it gets hard, you quit. Because you get tired, you quit. Because you hit a wall, so now you give up. No, you have to be persistent. Your future, your destiny, your dream requires your endurance. And if you can endure, God will never trust you with more. God will never trust you or feel like you will be faithful enough to do in spite of what you go through. In spite of that bad decision, will you still keep going? In spite of the hurt, will you still keep fighting? In spite of what you did not do right, in spite of it not succeeding, whatever that might be, will you still keep moving? Don't allow procrastination to be a part of your life. It's killing you. Don't allow being indecisive to kill you. Don't let that creep up into your life. Don't allow greed. Greed is another enemy that we fight against because it can creep in so easily. You'll start seeing a following. You'll start seeing certain personal gains, and then you feel like, I'm doing this. No. Keep God as your center. You see, we're in this world of His. The Bible says that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything, everyone, everything in it belongs to Him. So it's our job to represent Him and not gain our own following, but be a drawing mechanism for someone else to see Him in us, to gain His following. It's a drawing to pull people in, not only to you and what you have to offer and what other people can feed off of you, but it's to get them to see Him. It's to get people to understand that I'm not doing this on my own. I'm flawed in so many areas, but God still uses me because I make myself available. So I'm in this position because I did not do everything correct. I wasn't always faithful. I wasn't always committed. I wasn't always persistent. I wasn't always consistent. But my heart posture is aligned with God. And because of that, I've forgiven myself and God has forgiven me. So now I take every mistake that I've ever made, every wrong decision that I've ever made, every procrastinated state of mind or position that I've been in. And I've said, you know what, Jonathan? This race is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Stop trying to look for something to come so fast. There's a process. There's details in that process that you have to learn. Start paying attention to your circumstances. It's not all what it seems. It may not look beneficial to you right now, but I'm telling you, your day is coming. Your time is coming. But your future requires your endurance. The question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? This is Jonathan Edwards Motivation. Like, share, and subscribe. Anybody that you feel like needs to hear this, anybody that you feel like this can be an asset in their lives, not a liability. Transparency is the way to help followers become leaders. Because in order to lead, you have to be a great follower. If you do not know how to follow, you will never know how to lead. Your future requires your endurance. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Endurance, baby.